Welcome to the CAB Builder video tutorial series. In this video, we will walk through countertops in the design module. One of the main finishing touches to any design is adding and editing countertops to fit the final project. CAB Builder provides high-quality textures that may be applied to the countertops, easy application of countertops into the design, and a comprehensive countertop shape editing module. Once your design is ready for countertops, if you have not done so already, you may want to select the appropriate texture to be rendered. To do this, navigate to and select the Room Settings icon found along the side of the left panel shaped like a gear. The left panel will refresh, providing you the ability to select textures to be applied to the countertops, backsplash, ceiling, flooring, and walls. All textures will be selected in a similar manner. For this video, let's focus on the countertop texture. Click the Select button below the currently displayed countertop texture to launch the Textures dialog box. On the left, you will be provided the catalog of the available textures. Navigate the catalog tree by clicking the plus sign icon to the left of the appropriate selection to reveal any additional subfolders. Once a folder is selected that has samples available, the sample names and numbers will appear in the middle of the dialog box. Hovering over samples that are displayed in list form will provide you with a preview of the sample. Clicking on an option will provide you a larger preview to the right. If this is a sample you will use often, you may then click the Add to Favorites button above to add it to your favorites list. The Favorites list is available by clicking the Favorites tab above the center panel of the dialog box. Or you may also use the Search tab to search for a sample by keyword, by sample name, or by sample number. When you have selected the desired texture for the countertop, click the OK button to save and dismiss the dialog box. Next, it's time to add the countertops. Navigate to and select the Countertops icon located along the side of the left panel, shaped like a horizontally placed rectangle. Here, you may adjust the countertop front, back, and side overhang widths, and the thickness of the countertop material. You may alter these values by either highlighting the existing text and typing in the desired dimension, or by using the arrows to the right of the field. The inner arrows will adjust by whole value increments. The outer arrows will adjust in fractional increments. You may also adjust the glossiness level of the countertops to be rendered in 3D, with the 100% being relational to high gloss and 0% being matte. Once again, you may alter this value by typing or by using the arrows. This time, the inner arrows will adjust in 10% increments, and the outer arrows by a singular percentage value. Once these have been determined, you may add countertops with one of two icons at the top. The first icon, Add One, will place countertop material on an entire run of connected cabinets by selecting a single base cabinet within the run, then clicking the Add One icon. The second icon, Add All, will place countertop material on all base cabinets simultaneously. The remaining two icons at the top will remove countertop material, remove one, and remove all. These will work in a similar manner to the Add One and Add All icons. After countertops have been placed, you may make additional dimensional, placement, and shape changes if necessary. To do this, select the section of the countertop to be altered. This will launch the Countertops Attributes box to the right. In the Attributes box, you may adjust this portion of the countertop's width, depth, thickness, and glossiness levels independently from the remaining portions by altering the appropriate fields as demonstrated earlier. You may also select a new texture to be applied to this portion of the countertop by clicking the three-dot icon to the right of the currently displayed texture sample name. This will launch the Textures dialog box, and you may search for a new texture as demonstrated earlier. You may adjust the left or right end placement by adjusting the appropriate field. And you may also adjust the up-down placement in relation to the floor by clicking the up-down button and altering the up-down value, either by typing in the preferred height or by utilizing the slider now provided below. To alter the shape of the Applied Countertop section, click the Shape button to launch the Shape Editor dialog box. Let's take a moment to look at the layout of this dialog box. On the left are the line and point tools that will become activated when a line or point are selected. At the bottom are two additional options, both toggled on by default. The first, Snap to Grid, when toggled on, will assist the user in drawing by snapping relocated lines or points to the grid lines. The second, Show Grid, when toggled on, will show the grid lines. When toggled off, will remove the grid lines. In the center at the top are all the shape and line drawing tools. We will address how to use these tools a little bit later. Add Image, which will allow you to bring in an image file stored to your device. Delete, Undo and Redo buttons. Zoom in, Zoom out, and Zoom to Fit tools. And the Add to Drawings tool, which will save this countertop drawing for use later in the Drawings module. To the right, you will be provided all the available adjustment fields necessary for making adjustments to lines and points, or, as currently displayed, the ability to control the grid space, which can be accessed at any time by clicking in the empty space away from your current shape. You are provided with the ability to alter the unit of measure to be utilized in drawing, and the precision level of which you are able to draw the countertops. Both of these options will provide drop-down menus from which you may make your selections. Below, you may alter the grid cell size, adjust the grid line style and color. The Snap to Line option will assist the user by attempting to snap relocated points to a previously drawn line, and you may also adjust the Snap to Line distance, which is the threshold distance that will activate the Snap to Line option. A quick tip for ease of use: make sure Snap to Line is toggled on and Snap to Grid is toggled off. This will then only attempt to snap a relocated line or point to an existing point in the grid space and provide the easiest way for the user to always create a closed shape. This is important to note because within the Shape Editor, you must create a closed shape in order to save the newly created shape with the OK button. In the grid space, let's look at what can be accomplished with the existing shape. To move a line or a point, left-click and hold, then drag it about the space and release the mouse to set it in a new location. Selecting a line will provide you the option on the right to adjust the line's thickness and style as displayed on the grid, allow you to alter the line's rotation angle, adjust its start and end points with either the start or end X and Y values. X being the horizontal, measured from left to right, and Y being the vertical, measured top to bottom. When attempting to adjust the value to the left or to the top in order to extend beyond the original value, you will need to enter the value as a negative value. Note: the shape displayed is indicative of its placement on plan, so be mindful here of the direction in which alterations are created. Selecting a line will also activate a selection of tools on the left: Add Point, Bend, and Offset. Selecting Add Point will add a point at the center of the selected line. This point may now be moved manually or by altering any of the dimension fields provided to the right. Bend will provide you with a point in which to drag to create a bend in the line. This bend may be created in a convex or concave shape to your preference. Selecting Offset will provide you with a single field to manipulate. This option may make it easier to adjust depth or width of a countertop in the necessary direction. For instance, if I wanted an end overhang on the left of my island, I could select this left line, select Offset, and alter the offset size field to -12. Then tap the Enter key on the keyboard to see the effect. Once this field has been altered, you may click Confirm to save the alteration or Cancel to dismiss the change. Selecting a point will activate the remaining buttons on the left. Remove Point will remove the selected point, creating a straight line between the remaining points to either side. Notch will create a square-shaped notch where the corner point previously resided. You may alter the width and depth of this notch by utilizing the now available fields on the right. Round will round the corner and also provide you with two fields to the right, Size and Radius, for more precise adjustment. Bevel will create a bevel cut at the corner and provide you with a single dimension field to the right that will allow you to adjust the length of the created bevel. Note that with these options, when the shape is created, you will now have additional points in which you may use to alter the shape of the countertop. Now that we know how these tools function, let's clear the current drawing so we can look at the shape and line drawing tools. To delete a line, select the line, then click the Delete icon above, or by tapping the Delete key on the keyboard. To utilize the shape tools, click the desired shape to select, then bring the mouse onto the grid space, and click and hold, then drag the mouse into the desired size, and release to drop the shape. At this point, if you would like to continue adjusting with the mouse, click and hold, then drag any of the points along the shape. When you are satisfied with the drawing, click in the grid space away from the shape to secure. Once the shape is secured, you may edit the shape further as demonstrated earlier. Be mindful when drawing a circle shape, as it is comprised of 4 arcs. These arcs do have limitations. That being said, if this shape is drawn too narrowly, the circular or ellipse shape may be disrupted. To utilize the Line tool, select the line icon, move the mouse onto the grid, and click once to drop a point. Then drag the mouse to create the line. Click again to drop the end point of the line. You may continue to drag and drop additional attached lines. When you are finished with this tool, tap the Escape key on the keyboard to release and return to editing. Selecting and utilizing the Draw Line Arc tool will work in much the same way. However, when you drag out the line, an arc will be provided with a single point at the center that will assist in altering the radius of the arc. This radius can only be manipulated along a single axis. The Draw Line Quad tool will provide you with a single point extended from the center of the line. This point will allow you to alter the curvature on 2 axes and will assist in creating a more complex shape. The Draw Line Cube tool will provide you with the ability to create the most complex shape by plotting dual points extended from equidistant points along the line, both of which you will be able to move along 2 axes. Continue to make all of your preferred edits, and when you have finished with your edits, you may either click Cancel to dismiss the dialog box and cancel any shape changes, or click OK to save and apply your changes. Once saved, The new countertop shape will appear on plan and may be manipulated as before with the Countertop Attributes box. With easy-to-apply countertops and a truly comprehensive countertop shape editor, CAB Builder helps you bring even the most fantastical countertop shapes to life. To view additional video tutorials, please visit www.cabbuildersoftware.com/training.